Boy, oh boy, oh boy. First of all, good morning. Good to see you. How you doing? Gonna need a couple of these today. I actually had a blast last night on the Gen X-Wing YouTube channel podcast. Make sure to check them out. They do a Real Ghostbusters review, um, like segment of the podcast, and it was a lot of fun. If you haven't had a chance, go back check it out. Uh, can't say enough good things. So yeah, check that out. But because they're over in they're on the West Coast. They're in British Columbia. I didn't end up going to sleep till about 1 a.m. And you know how it is. Back in the day, 1 a.m. was light work. Cross that 40 threshold. Actually, nowadays, cross that 30 threshold, and you're like, man, 1 a.m. is that was a mistake. But it was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. This morning, while I was sitting down to eat breakfast, I debated, going out to mow the lawn and got distracted by YouTube, as per usual. And I watched two videos back to back. One of them I couldn't finish. Could not get through it. And spoiler alert, they were my own videos. I was watching, YouTube auto-played, I forget what I was watching before, but it auto-played the Ghostbusters Day, or the pre-Ghostbuster Day photo walk. Wow. Wow. It was bad. That was bad. And, I remember, I think Anthony maybe said it. Somebody said it. I think it was Anthony. He was like, you got to get a gimbal or something because that was making me sick. And, since then we've added to our arsenal. We do have a gimbal. We have the Action 5 now. But that was, whoa. It's one of those, scenarios sometimes, like, you live in the moment and you're like, no, this is fine. Because you're enjoying it, you're all about it, et cetera, et cetera. And then as time goes on and you're removed, you're like, oh, damn. The color, the motion, everything about that video, I freaking hate that video. Oh man, the sounds, the not DJI, the Rode mic, and the auto, the work that the noise cancellation that Adobe was doing with that mic, just holy cow. And then the second video, it auto played the actual Ghostbusters Day footage, and wow. Even the video I shot down here in the basement was just, I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Maybe I have to redo those at some point. But it was bad. It was bad. And it was making me think that when it comes to this game of YouTube and content creation, if you're doing it like on, other platforms and stuff, all of it's the same. Sometimes you just got to do it for you. Sometimes you just got to make the content for you. And whether it's something like this series where it's a kind of dual purpose of a diary, a journal, motivation, whatever. It's also how I've been like testing out camera settings and testing gear and seeing what works, what doesn't work. What color correction methods do work here versus there? What are the Premiere settings I didn't even know existed or that I was using wrong? Like, you sometimes just have to make content just for you, just to learn, just to get better. I'm like so angry. I am so angry at those videos. But like I said, that's where just making content sometimes, even if you don't want to, can help you get better at making your content, doing those gym reps, right now, this video actually, if I set everything up correctly, is at a different frame rate than you're used to seeing. This is actually at a 60 frames per second frame rate. Shutter speed of 1 over 1/20th, sorry. And the reason I'm doing this setting this time is because I've been watching a bunch. I went down this rabbit hole of Salem vlogs. You guys know I love Halloween. I assume if you're on this channel, you probably like Halloween. And I was thinking about it as I was watching some of the higher subscriber count people. I was like, none of them shoot in the range that I usually shoot at. Like, none of them shoot at the cinematic range of either 24 frames per second, 23,976, or 30 frames per second. Like, none of them are in that wheelhouse. They're all, I assume, on this range of 60 from the motion blur and all of that. And some toy hunters also, Seth, if you're watching this video, I was like, is he also shooting at 60? I just never like registered that. I don't know. So I wanted to do this video at 60 to see how I like it, see how it looks. Because I was trained based on every video I watched on how to make good YouTube videos. I was always trained that you only have the two options, 24 and 30. That's it. That's it. But 60 is there, and not just for slow-mo. You could use it for other things. So that's where this test will be. That's what this test is at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. You just got to do it. I hate that slogan has made somebody millions potentially. It's so simple and yet so effective. You just got to do it. So hopefully I enjoy this frame rate. Hopefully you enjoy this frame rate. And if you do, then this frame rate might be what exists for like the vlogs and the outdoor stuff. I think I still like the 24 range for in here. Like, I'm not moving the camera, like nothing's moving here. Like, I think 24 works good for that. But I think 60 will be great for walking around. This has I don't remember the term, but this absorbs shakes, like it's on a gimbal. So I think the Action 5, 60 frames per second for vlogging, I think that'll be good. 24 in here, talking head type videos, I think that'll work there. But the only way I got to this point at all on my quest to make great content, the only way I got here was just by making content and just by trying different things and rewatching my old stuff. And I encourage you, for as painful as it is, for as cool as there's like two cool YouTube things to say, right? One is I'm not doing this to make money, which is all the cap. And the other one is I don't watch my old stuff. It's like the I don't wear my own band shirt of YouTube, as I'm wearing my own merch at all times. Always be selling. New merch coming, by the way, actually. I think I'm almost done with designs. So, yeah, just make content. Just do it. And try to learn from what you put out. Take note of what you enjoy about other people's content. And see if there's a way you can incorporate it into your content. That is a lesson for today. Also, with the Salem vlog stuff, I've been loving it. There's so many new channels I've followed by YouTube suggesting like more Salem vlogs. Salem is like uber close to me, so I might go there to do some vlog stuff if you guys are interested in that. I feel like that wheelhouse seems to be more women and going into stores to talk about like witch like jewelry and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's a lane for me to do Salem content, but if you guys think I could do it or should do it or would want to see it, let me know. And should I dress up as a Ghostbuster every time I do it? Yeah. shout out to all you channel members. I don't really say that in these style videos. Thank you. And throwback. Stay thirsty, my friends. Or maybe in this scenario, stay sleepy, my friends. Sleeping collectibles. Why'd you never use that one? Stay sleepy. Or did you and I forgot? See you guys later.